I'm going to put you there just for a little bit. Oh, okay. So I'm just watching my food. So today's the first day of year 2024, and I wanted to go in making a video. Now, my New Year's resolution had nothing to do with this channel. It just was a New Year's resolution of things I wanted to do personally for my spiritual growth and health. And then God can decide where He wants me to go still. I just want to fall more into His Word and what He wants for my life. And yeah, give into the direction. I want to be a better listener when it comes to God in my life. 2023, I was a better listener, but I still had the stubbornness or like the flesh questioning, like, are you sure, God? Like, this is it. I need another confirmation. I need another confirmation. And then by the 80th time, like, dumb stuff would happen. So, for instance, I felt within me the Lord telling me to speak to my neighbor who speaks to me sometimes, but I'm very introverted because I have such a connection with God that sometimes I can't communicate with people on the planet because I'm always communicating with the Lord. That is what separates me from the world, is that I go home at the end of my day and I have conversations with God. This is how today went. This is this. Like literally anything and everything. And then He'll deliver words to me, and sometimes He'll tell me to do things. And I'm not perfect. I don't always do them because my flesh gets nervous about making contact with these other people who are capable of causing me pain. Like, why should I step to these people or grow with these people? When you're with God, you don't feel lonely. It's not the same as you not having a source of love, right? God is a source of love. So if you didn't have a source of love and you had no faith, you had no hope, and then the people around you, abandon you, you would feel alone in a more desperate state, in a wanting and a needing because there's no light. But I have God as my source, so I have the light with me. So I've become so comfortable being alone with the Lord that it's been so hard for me to have a relationship with people. And I've seen lots of people and pastors and motivational speakers always saying, I like to reach out, I like to get to know people. As a chosen, an anointed, an appointed, or a daughter of Christ, that life is so hard. And a lot of the time, like moths to a flame, we attract things that aren't necessarily good for us. And so even when we see warning signs, even though we practice the forgiveness, we tend to get hurt, even though we may use it as a lesson and to develop and to become even better than we already were. At the end of the day, the practice of trying to get God to these people who actually need Him and being that source of light isn't always an easy thing to do. It may seem like a blessing and you may feel like, oh my God, I really want to do that. And I absolutely root for you. But it isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it's doors in the face or people stabbing you in the face. They don't even have the audacity to talk behind your back. Like, people will literally stoop to levels just to get you out of your light. But it's not even your light. It's God. And when you choose to live for Him, that light doesn't leave because you're partnered, in Him. You're planted in Him. You're a seed. And so I'm only going to continue to develop in this light. I'm only going to continue to flourish and thrive in this light, right? He nourishes me. He's my foundation. If you want to know why I glow, if you want to know why even in the hardest of circumstances I'm still able to remain positive, why I'm able to have hope, how I've gotten through life, faith, anything like that, then yeah, you could talk to me. And that's where the other hard thing is that since God has made such movements in my life, and I do have a lot of faith, a lot more faith than I think a lot of people have when it comes to the Lord, I'm sure they have a lot of questions and they want to ask me a lot of things. And I'm just like, Lord, I understand that, but you know that I had to do all this on my own, God. I had to find you on my own. And it's not even that I'm mad at people, it's just that I feel so like an alien sometimes. That's the perfect way to describe it. Um, an alien. I almost feel like a chameleon, like sometimes when I communicate with people, because I'm able to read them and adapt to what it is that they need from me, and not even from me, from God, because that's how he uses me. So like my energy meets their energy, and I'm able to sit in and understand what it is that they're needing, rather it's like prayer, reassurance, any of that stuff. And so my calling is as a healer is to heal or pray for those people in that aspect. I understand that. But when it comes to me like having a friend or like carrying a conversation and stuff, I don't think I do a very good job. I think I could do a good job in front of a camera speaking to you to help you learn more about the Lord, more about communicating with the Lord, more about understanding hope, reassurance, motivation, than I can about having a friend. When I'm not engaged with the Lord, then I'm in a task, rather it's work, or I'm being a mom, or I'm being a wife. But if I'm not, and I'm just alone in that moment of my solitude, I am searching and honing into all the information that my Father has for me, because I want to, it's not even a want to, it's just, yeah, he's my comfort. He's my rock. Lots of people say, it's very good for you to fear the Lord. I don't even fear to him. He's the person that I run to. He's my reassurance. He's the father to the fatherless. I'm never going to preach about God in a way of wrath and punishment. I'm not saying that he doesn't do those things, but when you sit and you choose him, you're never going to be met with those things, not from him, and he's going to cover you in those moments. I'm recording and I don't want to talk right now. I already told you yes, Ava. Okay. I love you. Thank you. Sorry. It is my baby. I had a conversation and I told her I was recording, and it may take a few minutes, but I need to get what I need to get out, and I want to get it out now without having to re-record it. And she would put on a show, and it isn't about Ava right now. But yes, God's very real. His communication is very real. Going into 2024, it's really about me being able to develop, I guess, relationships and with these other humans. And I almost hardened my heart against some of the people that I'd go to church with. And woke up and I just forgave them. And I went to the service, and I went there Christmas Eve, just me and my baby girl. I stayed home. I separated myself from those family members and stuff that would make me feel low or just didn't deserve to sit with us at our table. And I went to the house of the Lord, and you guys, there were so many families. Some just a couples, some single parents, some newlyweds, and it was nice. And they sang Christmas carols, and just being in the presence of people who love the Lord, and being in the presence of people who want to be in the presence of other people was a really good feeling. I was really excited I went. I even thanked the Lord. I was like, I'm glad I went. I was really scared and nervous and was having a lot of anxiety about going. But I'm glad I did. And I'm glad that I went New Year's Eve as well. Yeah, and that word that he preached was about planting seeds in 2024. How can you expect to see anything flourish, you know, in the ground if you aren't planting seeds? You know, when you go to a church and you think, you know, oh, well, they only put, you know, this person in choir, they only put this person to preach, but you've only attended 2 times, you know? But if you had planted the seed and you kept coming to the house of the Lord, you know what I mean? You would have grown roots there. And eventually there would be a shrub and there'd be a plant. You know what I mean? And that's anywhere in your neighborhood. If you start going, you know, to events that they have, or you start volunteering in programs, you will start to develop, rather it's a schedule or a relationship with the people around you, or you're just getting to know your own environment. That in there is roots within itself. Instead of moving all the time, you know, actually buying land, or, you know. So 2024, I am planting seeds, and 2024, I am going to trust the process. I am going to trust the process. Some seeds need more watering. Some seeds barely need any. You know, they can grow in hard soil. And so I have been planting. I will continue to plant, and I will continue to believe in myself and develop relationships with other humans. My journey with the Lord is one that's never going to be separate from me. That's it. Never. But my relationship with people is what I need to really work on. Sometimes I, like I said, I feel like an alien. I could be so in the room feeling everyone's energy that I get so overwhelmed, like I don't even know, Lord, what do you want me to do? But now in 2023, it's like he's telling me what to do, and in 2024, it's me, actually doing it, actually making these connections to the people that he told me to, without me being so afraid of it. You know, there's going to be bumps in the road no matter what the relationship. And I've been in my marriage for 10 years. Do you guys think that it has only been sunshine and rainbows? But let me tell you, I love my husband now more than the first day that I married him, than the first day that I met him. And then on the day I married him, not the first day, on the day I married him. You know, I thought, oh, you know, I love him. I'm in love with him. I can't wait to marry him. You marry him. You feel amazing and beautiful and blessed, and he's yours. At year 10, it's a different kind of love. And I know at year 20, it's going to be different. You know, I thought if he was gone when he was my boyfriend, I was going to die. Then we got married, and then, you know, thinking about, oh my God, what am I going to do if something ever happens? Well, at year 10, do you think I don't feel that sometimes? It's awesome. From everything that we went through, our love grew. So being loyal to your church, your community, you know, your school, your colleagues, plant seeds. People are going to trust you more. They're going to give you more responsibility. You know, communication's everything. So if you want to be impactful in 2024, well, I'm opening myself up to more people. Maybe you should try that. And if you need to heal things within yourself first, do that. 2023 was definitely a inner me and me and the Lord. 2023. 2024, it will still be me and the Lord, but me stepping out into the world and out of the spiritual side of things and more into the physical. I'm a very feminine, and even in my natal chart, if you guys believe in any of that stuff, very feminine. I literally, all my elements are just my chart. It's just very feminine. And so I am always usually the one to sit in receiving mode and stuff. But when God tells you to move, ladies, you need to move. Sometimes it can be scary having to step in the masculine energy. And I know I'm the queen of feminine energy. I'm the queen of, okay, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to argue. And then people get mad at me, but it's just like, it's so wasteful to be upset. You know, people think it's an action, but it's a, like, So, I'm in no way saying that I am perfecto, because I'm not. But I'm just excited, and I wanted to share what I'm going to be doing. Happy first day of 2024. Love you.